Welcome, Zorro Cats, to another episode of 200,000 Times Closer. And today we are looking at insect pieces. I hope you are as excited as I am to see the nuance of these weird insects. So let us begin. Here we are, the dragonfly abdomen you can see here in the background. We will get to in a moment. But for now, these are what we can expect: the dragonfly leg, dragonfly wing, the honeybee antenna, honeybee leg, honeybee wing, the antenna of the butterfly, the locust, the antenna of the... That's it. Okay, so but the butterfly wing will be last, and we will get into that. It'll be exciting, I'm sure. So starting here, the dragonfly abdomen. The dragonfly abdomen, you say? Yes. Okay, so this is a bit of the exoskeleton, perhaps? I see it's got very geometric shapes in it. Triangles, rhombus. It's honey brown, a little burnt, perhaps. It has a skin to it that is hanging off, but we will drop in and take a better look. Oh my mercy, would you look at that? So it does have texture as well. The texture is dimpled, comes off like fine hair, porous, going in even further. I just want to adjust here. Look how it magnifies on the bubble. Hello, little bubble. Hello, little bubble. There we have it. So I see here fine texture, honey brown, and a bit of red, a curious bit of red. We'll go even further then, all the way in. What are you all about, dragonfly? See that? All the way out, and we'll zoom through now. Pick up everything, almost like an X-ray vision. Now you can't see the color very well, I wouldn't say, so I'll turn down the light. And the red. What are you? Redness? We'll forget about it. Moving on, we shall see the dragonfly leg. Now I see the hairs. A little fibrousness going on. But it doesn't catch my interest just yet. I've seen better. There we are. Now, of course, the dragonfly does its mating in flight. So the better the grip, the better the loving. So I'll give it time for the light to warm up to us at this level. And we'll roll through. There we are. This is a great spot here. So it looks like an ocean mist rolling over the cliffs, but then once you start scanning through, zooming, it lifts the hairs, the nuance, the bumps, the feelers. This is the grip, and then it fades and is washed away. Very nice stuff. We shall go in all the way. Just give it a final look. Right here. What do we have? the dragonfly leg. We'll move on to the wing. The wing, we've seen a few insect wings on the creature and off. I'm curious to see how the dragonfly wing compares to the locust wing that we've seen in the past. It looks very boring. You know what it is. Okay, other way. The dragonfly wing that we see here, it's just 3 lines, nothing going on as far as structure. Where's the structure? I can envision the dragonfly's wing in this nice section. I just want to see a bit more structure. Okay, and there's a piece of structure at the bottom. I just want to get in closer now. There it is. Okay, we'll let the light acclimate. There's some of the ridging. Very oaky, woody, if you would. Alright, so we'll go back down to the center. This is the wing portion now, remember. I see a bit of fibrousness. And we'll just roll through nice and slow. We'll call it a day for the dragonfly's wing. And of course we'll do episodes later on informing us more to what we're seeing. The honeybee antenna. There we are. So I see there a little bit of fuzziness to it. We'll get in nice and close. See the outside lower edge, it is fuzzier. There's a nice strand up at the top, but I cannot see what I'm looking for just yet. Interesting. I want to go to the other side. There we are. It's quite alright. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What's fine, you say? Well, the problem is, I see so much activity here. But I don't see any detail to like what I would need to describe it. A nice little section here that's an offshoot. What are you? The honeybee leg. Look at this. Perfect sample here for this boot. I want to see the boot. So that's the portion I want to see. Now the little footy here is an extremely important part for the bee's maneuverability, holding on, grasping. The fibers, of course, grabbing pollen. And we even have some that have fallen off as well, you see. Through here, a little bit of a sloppy job, but it's incredible still to see. Separated right up on the boot, the little fingers. All right. the joints. That's a lot of grabbing power. Wow. The honeybee leg. It's one of my favorite slides so far. And back to the boot. So, I will drop in here. Right there. Look at this. This is the finger. The one singular finger of the honeybee. I'm sure I'm calling it the wrong name, so don't commit to memory. But that's cool. The palm. Excellent stuff, Mr. Honeybee leg. Honeybees are probably the most miraculous insect known to man. And this would be their wings. See, there's the disconnection from the shoulder. And on this side, go slowly. Of the shoulder, zoom all the way out, and then go through. All right. I do want to jump over as well. And give it the same treatment here. Stuff. And we'll drop in. We'll drop in on the honeybee wing. There's fibers there again. As much pollen as possible. All right. The wing, this is the clear section of the wing. imagine, of course, the locust antenna is going to be similar to the grasshopper or to our fingernail, with that thicker keratin. Alpha keratin, or chitin as it's called for insects. So we see a little definition. I want to go closer. That's where
bang,
it is.
bang, 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 bang.
Around the bottom of the antenna. Little fibers that go along with it. And go all the way in. See if we can produce any damage. Looks like that's all it wants to give us for the locust. Overall, very much smooth in comparison to
It's getting a little weird, but
locust wing here. Much smoother, more structure. We're getting closer just to see that texture.
I don't like the jazz organ on it, but better look at the surface. And again, because it's still very black, and warm up to the lighting, you see something here. Fibrous. The cross section is ridged, brown color. Now this is similar to one of my hairs under the microscope. This is the finished product there. And we'll go on to the butterfly leg. We're getting closer. We're going to do the butterfly. There we have it. So the butterfly leg starts here, goes down naturally. The butterfly, of course, eats leaves, vegetation, the vegetables and vegetation, pollen. No, I'm sorry, it starts as a caterpillar eating leaves, but it does graduate to eating from the flowers, nectar, things like that. So we see has the potential to pollinate, has soft barbs of follicles, hair follicles, the potential potential to possibly get a pollen. Not so much as the honeybee though. So I do want to get in closer here. You see that? Now here we have the little hand, the tiniest little softest hand. Go all the way in. Not much form to it. Okay, but you see it there. Other way. The moment we've all been waiting for. This black smudge. Okay. Alright. Just want to get it full in form here. Doesn't look like much now. Let's turn the light down and bring it back up. You know what though? In my lens here I can see that they're almost like little petals. It's like a petally insect, a little petal machine. Just petals its life away. It eats so many leaf petals it turns into a petal and petals around. Look at this. Imagine each one of these bursting in full color. Each one an individual petal, making up a much larger pattern. Of course, the wings being identical to one another. This sight. That's the sweet spot, right there. Okay, so we'll drop in even further. Now I'm trying to see here on the screen what I see in my viewfinder. It has kind of like a fingernail texture to it that maybe perhaps chitin, that clear, keratiny, insecty kind of coating to it. It has a fingerprint, a fingernail kind of groove feeling about it. The most fascinating part is that the colorized portions don't seem to follow the form of the structure that is the wing. Like, it's totally separate. So we'll go in 100%. We'll see what it has in store for us. There. We'll just leave that there. And that's what I mean. The grooves, more like a fingerprint or fingernail than anything. And the color doesn't seem to follow the shape or the form, the structure of the wing. It's a beautiful thing. The butterfly wing. I thank you guys for watching this episode. Of course we will revisit it sometime and we will learn more, as much as possible, for these lovely insects and their sacrifice to us for education and knowledge. I have questions. These past two videos we've been looking into the sample pre-made slides of wish.com, and we share them very much, many share for the wish.com. But my questions come into this. What are these materials made of? What is the form and function? I want to know, for the cat hair specifically in a previous video, what that cat hair looks like in comparison to a cat hair I can produce. You know, I'm just curious if that's legitimate. So we will be doing some of the cross-referencing as well. If we can find our own
Honeybee that may have died of natural causes, or find Leia's hair, and we'll do cross-referencing for these sample slides and just learn more about their form, their function, the names, the vocabulary, and that's what we can expect from these sample slides. But I thank you guys for watching. As usual, I have so many more questions than when we had begun, and I hope you do as well. If you thought this video was magnificent, then be sure to click the like button. You can always share. Be sure to subscribe by clicking the icon in the credits, and as always, my best to you.